Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, let's talk about how I made $2,300 in a single trading day by using Tesla options. This will be the screenshot to prove that I have made $2,300 in a single trading day. Let me explain to you in terms of how I think when I trade options. So in fundamental analysis wise, I think Tesla is severely undervalued because of two things. Tesla is an AI company. Tesla is a manufacturing giant. They have expertise in batteries, they have the data for AGI, and Tesla is not just a car company, right? It's a robotics and AI company. Here you just take a look at Tesla bot, and I'll explain to you Tesla Optimus later. Okay, let's go back to options. So from the technical and fundamental point of view, I think that Tesla is severely undervalued, and I don't mind using the cash in my account to sell a put option, right? I don't mind purchasing Tesla at $200 per share because I think it is undervalued and I can't time the market. But instead of just outright buying the shares, what I do is I choose to sell put options, right? I choose to guarantee to buy 200 Tesla shares at September 13. So for that, I receive $11.75 in the premium. Let me explain to you what a sell put option is. So basically, when you're selling put option, you are anticipating a sideways movement on the stock or the market. You receive premium or money for guaranteeing to buy the stock. So you use sell put on stocks you want to buy. So the pros of it is that you can buy stocks cheaper. In my case, right? Instead of outright buying the stock at $200 per share, I sell a put option at $200 to guarantee to buy, and for that I receive $11.73 for premium. That will make my purchasing price about $188 per share. Now the cons of using sell put option is that you will miss the upside if the stocks run up suddenly. And the second con will be if the stock crash, let's say to $140, you will still have to purchase at the break-even price of, let's say in my case, $188 after break-even price. So in theory, there is unlimited downside and a limited upside when you sell a put option. Now this is just one part of what I did, and I'll show you the next thing that I did that I got lucky with. Because I was bullish on Tesla, and I'll explain it later, right? I wanted to buy it at $200 per share anyways, but I decided to sell the put option and receive $11.73 in premium. I take that $11.73 premium times the amount of trading size I have, which is 2 lot. I ended up buying 3 call options on Tesla with a similar premium that I paid for. So I take the premium from selling put option and I place it on the buy call option. So I repeat again, I take the premium from selling put option, $11.73, I place it onto buy call option, right? So my net break even is as if I have to buy the shares at $200 per share, and I don't mind doing so because I think it's undervalued. I take the premium and buy call option, and let me introduce you to buy call option. Now when I buy a call option, it is when I am bullish on the stock or the market. I use lesser amount of money to own bigger exposure of shares. So say for example, in this case, I paid $11.43 per lot, which is 100 shares, right? So I paid $1,143 times 3 to own 300 Tesla shares. And this call options acts like a down payment to get exposure to 300 shares. Now the cons of it is that the down payment will become $0 if I'm wrong on the price and the date. And the pros of it is that theoretically, there's unlimited upside and a limited downside, right? I will lose what I paid for if I'm wrong on the price and the date. So to summarize the trades I have entered yesterday, is basically I sold 2 put options and I bought 3 call options. I take the premium that I received from selling 2 put options, I use it to buy 3 call options. So basically, I did not have much cash outlay for my call option. I took the premiums I received, I bought 2 call options and I used $1,143 of my own money to get another call option. So to get exposure of 300 shares. And lucky enough for me, Tesla rose up suddenly just in one day, and I managed to close all of these positions in profits, and I increased my sell put strike price to get extra premium, and I closed it as well. So in total, if you were to calculate how much I made in one trading day, it is about 2,300 Sing dollars and about $1,774 in one trading day. And now let's just talk about Tesla as a company and why I am bullish on it and why I don't mind owning shares of Tesla. So if you were to look at Tesla, it is a data company, it is an AI company, it is a battery company, it is a manufacturing giant. In fact, I think it's the best in manufacturing. It is an energy company, right? And I just want to show you this clip of Tesla bot and the progression of Tesla bot. It is something that I thought I would only see in 2030s, but they are already doing it in 2024, and I know that the speed of how AI learns is very fast. And if you were to think about humanoid robot companies, right, there are a few out there, right? There are the Amazon-backed ones like the Figure 02. There are Boston Dynamics. They cannot compete with Tesla in terms of the manufacturing costs, right? Tesla has already have all the raw materials. They are the best at manufacturing. They are the best at making batteries. They are the best at AGI, right? Artificial General Intelligence. Basically, it's like mapping out the real world. So they map out the real world through using their Tesla cars that is driving like 100 km per hour, right? To map out the real world so that they can prevent accidents with their full self-driving. So just imagine implementing that real world technology into a bot which is like traveling at 10 km per hour. The technology in full self-driving can vertically integrate into the humanoid robot. So I think that Tesla will have this lead in terms of humanoid robot. And if you were to think about how humanoid robot were to replace the total population, right? They say they replace 10% of total population. Let's say the world population in 2024 has about 8.2 billion. 10% of this population is 820 million. Say for example, the average global personal income is $9,733 US, and you were to multiply that $9,733 per year output of a person times how much they're going to replace 10% of population, 820 million, right? You're going to replace 7.9 trillion of workforce in using humanoid robots. So this is the potential total addressable market. Let's not talk about full self-driving, right? Full self-driving, when you are selling software at a subscription basis, or maybe it's a one-time payment, right? Then how about robo-taxis? Like, you can think of car itself as a total game changer. It is no longer an liability but an asset. So this is why I don't mind owning Tesla shares, and I'm willing to sell put options on them when it is cheap, and I farm premiums based on it. And in my opinion, why the stock price does not reflect the value of Tesla is because interest rates is high now. There are a lot of turmoils. Capital, right? Capital or money can only be allocated to companies that are already making the amount of money, right? So a lot of things, Tesla has a lot of potential going forward, and I don't mind holding on to the shares. So this is why it is not reflected in the stock price. But if you were to trace the progression of full self-driving, you just have to go to YouTube and see the progression of full self-driving. You'll know that this will eventually come. And I still stick on to my thesis that Tesla will become the biggest company, right? Far surpassing Nvidia, Apple, Saudi Aramco, all this. And today I just shared with you my options playbook for today, and this made me $2,300 in a single day. Now if you want to learn about options, I have made this options playbook where I documented 10 years of my trading experience, 5 years in options trading, all in this playbook. You can purchase it and I'll send it through your email, and if you have any questions, you can just direct message me. I don't mind helping you answer a few questions, right? Okay, if this video helped you out, just give me a like on this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Thank you, and I'll see you next week.